Oh, this is for me?
Yes, for us.
It's stunning.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Elsa.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. Today's episode is about the power of social media. And right here, I got some questions.
We're just starting off hot. Okay.
Starting off hot and juicy.
These are my infamous garlic seafood noodles.
Don't go on a date after this.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be really
Yeah, it's gonna be coming out of your pores.
I'm
Go
so
for it.
excited.
I love
Go for
garlic,
it.
I love shrimp.
It's so good.
With social media, you see someone on this remote island, they look happy, so you think, oh, is that supposed
You
to
don't
make
know
me
what they
happy?
did to get there.
Driving this far.
You don't know.
I don't wanna know.
Right, you don't want to know.
People have this perception, if you have things, you're happy, and that's not the case. And then I realized, at the end of the day, everyone is just faking it.
I think people are gonna believe whatever they want to believe. Even if you share your truth, it's not always what people think the truth is.
I think I try to share things about my life if I have something to say about it, like something inspirational, because I want to try to help people with the platform that we have, yeah.
Seth,
Came to the right place.
Chef Seth.
Chef.
That's a tongue twister.
And not the little, the big.
That's, wow, Chef
Chef
Seth.
You gotta take a beat. You know
Do
what I
I,
mean?
do I call you like sous chef?
No. I'm big chef.
You big
I'm big
big
chef.
chef.
Sous chef is like
Oh,
one
that's
under the
underneath.
little, yeah,
Okay.
I'm big chef, yeah.
So I just want to say thank you for coming out.
of course, bro, you know I got you.
This is gonna be fun. We're
It
gonna
is.
talk about some deep topics.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun, but I want to know what you got going on.
Okay, so I'm bringing all my greatest hits from social media in my pop-ups, right?
Okay.
We're gonna start this thing off with our appetizer course. We got our Charcuterie Burger Sliders.
Wait, say that again?
The Charcuterie Burger Sliders.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
It's one of my greatest hits on Instagram, right?
Okay.
And then we're gonna move over into our main course. So I got my garlic seafood noodles.
Okay.
They're nice, they're decadent, they're buttery, they're rich.
Wow.
And they're chock full of amazing seafood. So we're gonna do langoustine tails and crab. You know? 'Cause
Garlic's good
we
for
just
you.
upping it. Every course we're upping it. And then we're gonna finish this thing off with peach cobbler bread pudding.
Ah!
But I'm not done, I'm not done.
You're not done? But wait, there's
Vanilla
more?
bean ice cream.
Vanilla bean ice
and
cream.
a whiskey glaze, bro.
And a whiskey?
I'm not playing today. Now tell me who's coming to dinner.
Oh, we got some superstar content creators. We got Elsa, we got Jordyn, we got Alan, we got LeBron, we got Daniela. We got a full house.
Okay, all
And
right.
we gonna have some full.
Y'all definitely gonna be full.
Okay, good.
You heard all the menu options. Y'all definitely gonna be full.
I'm already knowing.
Okay, I know you gonna set up. I'm gonna finish up in here,
Okay.
and we gonna get rolling.
So I should just see my way out.
You see your way out. I'm gonna do all the work.
Okay.
That's what you got me for.
All right.
All right. That's what you doing, bro.
Hey, I'm making sure this stuff is immaculate.
Look at this.
You see me?
All this is for me.
Yes, for us.
This is amazing, bro.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, cool.
Let's send everybody in.
Oh, what's up, Elsa? What's up?
Hey,
Alan?
good to see you, Elsa.
Executive Chef Seth.
All
the
of those
building.
adjectives, all of those acronyms.
I
yeah.
made the table. I
Oh, it looks beautiful.
did that. Come on
It's
in.
stunning.
This is
Thank you.
classic.
Multi-talented.
Thank you, thank you. What's up?
Hello.
Okay.
What's going on? Oh,
What's
Hey,
up?
guys.
Okay, we're all
It's
here.
beautiful.
We're here.
Thank
Isn't
you.
it?
And then
You
he
did this?
Yeah, I did this. And then he
Okay.
did the food.
You went
can
crazy
do it
at the
all.
art supply
That's
store, huh?
wild.
All right, let's sit down, y'all.
Right.
Well, guys, thank you for coming here. This is Recipe for Change, and today's episode is about the power of social media. And right here, I got some questions.
Oh, no.
We're just starting off hot. Okay.
Ladies first. Take one, pass it down. Wait, let me take mine too. Hold on.
You said ladies
You
first.
said ladies first. What kind of?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
He said ladies first. The
Wait,
answer.
wait, ladies. Okay, go ahead. Bam.
That was really classy that we
It
pulled
was.
that out.
So much elegance in that.
But before we get into this food, why don't we start off with a question, Elsa?
Okay, let's see. What are your guilty pleasure watches when shamelessly doom scrolling?
I'll start it off. For me, when I'm scrolling, I guess because I'm getting older, I like to learn a lot. So whether it be about
Oh,
like
that's good.
food, like eating healthy, or just like the environment, what's going on with the world, but I don't know, that's just me.
That's so cute.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
I like to be in other people's business. So TikTok is amazing for being in other people's business. Not like celebrity gossip and all that other stuff, but like a friend shading another friend or telling somebody else's business, and I end up going down these rabbit holes. Like I know these people in Wichita, you know, wherever they are. Like I love doing it, and my algorithm knows that I love being in other
So
people's
you
business.
messy.
Wait, so you talking about those videos?
Just on social media, just with me doom scrolling to myself. You
By
know?
the way, this is
Are
delicious.
you talking about those videos? It's like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your name is Carly
Right.
and you go to Iowa
Right.
State, your best friend.
And then they'll have it searchable, like their name will be
Yeah.
searchable, so I'll go to the search, like go down this rabbit hole of everybody's videos, like telling a story and stuff like that. I just love being in people's business.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
I think for me, I am a history buff. Like I go through these like weird moments where I like just get so endowed into a specific era of history. Like why am I reading about like the Trojan horses? Like I'll go through those rabbit holes at one point. Like I'll get one random video about it, and I get so intrigued by it. And like I just like, you know how you say you can have the suggested ones where you can click on the search bar and find more about it?
Yeah.
I go through this entire rabbit hole and like, I don't know why, but that's what it's been for me
How
recently.
often do you think about the
Roman Empire? I knew you were gonna ask me. Well,
He's like,
according
every
to my
single
For
day.
You page, at least once a week. It's
But
nuts.
like, I guess speaking of dark, mine, I really love murder mysteries. So I'm like on my TikTok or my algorithm's always like some murder mystery, and I'm like really invested, and I look everything
crime.
into it. True crime.
All right, guys, you guys know I'm a chef. I love hosting people, and you know, the best thing that you can do to host your friends is do a little charcuterie board, right? So I figured I would take that concept and put it into a slider. So these are my charcuterie burger sliders. So we've
I've
got
never heard of that.
a berry compote. That's because I invented it. It's mine. It's mine. This is mine. This is mine. So if you guys see it anywhere else, just know that I invented the charcuterie burger. But we got a berry compote. We got a little bit of arugula, fennel. We got a beef patty. We got some gorgonzola, some brie. We have prosciutto crowns, some garlic aioli, and then we got a little gold leaf to top it off.
Okay.
So bon appetit, y'all.
Bon appetit.
Yeah.
Apple tea.
Fire. This is good.
All right, y'all. Who's next?
Who's got number 2?
Oh, me.
That really sounds like
I got 2.
Who's next?
All right. When finding a balance between being authentic and private, how do you decide what aspects of yourself to share and what to keep offline?
I think I try to share things about my life if I have something to say about it, like something inspirational. Because like I went through some health issues, and while I was going through it, I didn't share anything about it, not just on social media, but also to like people outside of my close circle, because it was so hard and I didn't feel like I knew what the lesson was, you know? Now that it's over, I've been able to like speak about it on on panels and different things like that. And I realized that, you know, going through that made me think about my life. You know, when you go through health issues, you think about your life and your legacy and what you want to leave. So I think I try to post about things if I feel like I've learned a lesson and not just like, life sucks, you know, because I think I want to try to help people with the platform that we have, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think I don't try to hide anything when it comes to social media, because I feel like in this day and age, if people want to say something or assume something about you, they just go ahead. Well, I wouldn't go out of my way to like put my family on the internet or like my personal life, my relationships, but I don't really hide anything, because even the things I show they're wrong about, they'll even assume wrong things. So I don't really go the extra mile to hide anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think people are going to believe whatever they want to believe. Even if you share your truth, it's not always what people think the truth is. For me, it's just whatever I'm compelled to share.
Yeah.
You know, it's like whatever I feel like maybe I can help people through this, or maybe I feel like this is insightful for someone else that might be going through it. But I think it's really what you're open to people criticizing or talking about, because some things you do really hold close to your heart and you don't want to share with people, or you're not ready to share with people. So
I think it's beautiful that you said that, because it's inspiring me in a way because I feel like I've built this platform off being very positive within the internet. Like my social platform like really blew up during the pandemic, and you know that was a very dark time for a lot of people. So I was providing a lot of positivity during that time. So it kind of makes me feel like I should be restricted in terms of sharing things that aren't necessarily positive all the time. So I try to keep my platform a very like happy place, but I feel like, you know, as humans, we're not always gonna be happy 100% of the time. We're not always gonna be like, you know, in this joyous mood all the time. So I feel like we should be open to sharing these varying situations that we do have within our lives, you know?
Yeah.
Well, for me, see, I'm learning because I'm a very private person. So if you go on my social media, you won't know anything about me. And I learned from y'all because like y'all, when you put your life out there, that's something I struggle with. I don't want people to know who I really am. I want to keep that to my friends and my family. But I'll get there one day.
No
Maybe
rush.
a little more alcohol
no
in
rush.
me.
Do what's comfortable.
Exactly.
But yeah, more power to y'all.
I actually started social media in 2018, and then my brother passed away in 2019. And that was a really hard time for me. So I was already big on social media, and my brother was already very big on social media too. He was a singer. And so many people judged like the way I grieved and my family grieved. But then also there were so many people that saw the vulnerability and like the rawness in it, and they supported us and gave us so much love, and like it really helped me get through my grief, like seeing all the love that my brother had and that our family received from it. So I strive like on my social media to show vulnerability, you know, like when I'm grieving, I'm like, I am gonna share it with the world and be like, I'm not okay, you know, like, because I remember when I lost my brother, like first thing I want to do is like go through people that I followed that I knew had lost a loved one, and I'm like, they got through it, so I can get through it. Like, let me watch their podcast, let me watch, let me see their grief story, and like, they got through it, I can do it. So I try to do that with my social media.
I lost my mom during the pandemic. Do you ever feel self-conscious about the frequency that you post about your brother?
So yes, because I will like, if I don't post my brother, people are like, you don't care about him, and you're just living this like life, and you're just like happy, and like you don't care. And then if I do post my brother, then they're like, you want to get clout off him. So it's like so hard. And when he had first passed away, that was the hardest thing I could go through, because I was just trying, I was so depressed, I was grieving so much, and all I wanted to do was just feel my emotions, and the world was judging the way I was feeling and the way I was showing it on social media. So, but now I'm gonna use my platform, like God put this in my heart, like he gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers, and I truly believe that. And I'm like, there's a reason why I have this platform, and I'm gonna use it, and I know that there's people grieving who are looking at me, be like, okay, she got through it, I can get through it, so I'm gonna be that person, and I'm gonna use my platform to do that. So now I'm like, I don't care, y'all can say all you want when I post my brother. Like, it was just his birthday and I posted him, and some people are like, oh, you're trying to make money off him. How am I making money? Instagram don't pay.
Especially not for grief,
They don't pay, so it's like whatever, like I'm not making money off.
Yeah. My dad passed as well when I was 19. This now almost 7 years ago. And I wish I had influencers and people to look at that were going through grief, because for me, I did like the opposite of what people think you should do. I like went out more, partied more, did different things to distract myself from the fact that I was so hurt. So for me now, looking back at it, going through my healing journey and everything years later, I'm like, okay, I can acknowledge what I was going through then, but at that time I felt like I was in such a dark place, and I didn't know what I was doing, where I was doing, what to post on social media. It just, nothing really felt right, you know? Yeah.
I think there's something very powerful about being authentic, telling your story, you know, not just the highlight reel, not just the wins, the deals, the money, you know, you gotta share the pain, the struggles, the rejection. I'm not gonna tell you about an argument that I had with my wife, you know, on Tuesday, but, you know, I will tell you I feel discouraged about a certain project, or, you know, I'm disappointed that I didn't get X, Y, and Z, but it just depends.
Now it's Jordyn's turn.
How has social media contributed to a culture of comparing and competing?
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of distorted our sense of what happiness looks like. You know, just widespread. People who seemingly have everything could be some of the most miserable people on earth, and then
And I've
people have
seen it.
nothing.
I've seen it myself, you know?
Have nothing, are happy and rich and family and love and, you know, all those other things that are priceless.
Right.
So I think it's just important to stay grounded. And really level set, like, with yourself, what your standard of happiness looks like. Not, cars, houses, jewelry, all the other stuff, like just figuring out where your center is.
And that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Especially with social media. You see someone on this remote island and they look happy, so you think, oh, is that supposed to make me happy?
You don't know what they did to get there.
Right.
You don't know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what they did to
Exactly.
get there.
Like you see someone driving this nice Rolls Royce, little do you know, they rented it from the dealership in Beverly Hills. Like, it's not theirs,
Yeah. And
So
you beating yourself up because you can't afford one, and
Neither can they.
Neither
Exactly.
can they. Yeah.
Or they're in some crazy debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for someone like me, I want to be as authentic as possible, but then people think you're asking for sympathy or for pity when they're like, okay, you have grown up in LA, what do we have to feel sympathy for? Like, people take that human aspect out of your life. They don't realize you're actually like a human being with real emotions, real issues, real things. People think the more you have, the less problems you have, and I've seen both sides of it. I've seen people that have achieved everything they wanted, and they're the most miserable people. They're the most unhappy people. So for me, it's just, how do you find that fine line and that balance of sharing without people thinking that you're asking for sympathy or it's unauthentic, when everything looks so perfect.
Exactly.
I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
As someone who really topped the charts and were like the king batch, king of like what you did, do you feel like competition actually helped you be a better creator and a better, no?
If you compete, you'll always lose. You have to come together. The reason why a lot of us came to the top is because I think we actually had the first original content house, because I lived in this apartment called 1600 Vine, and then one by one, we were collabing every day, so people would just come over and they were at the apartment, and we were collabing so much, they're like, you know what, I'll just move in. So, Rudy Mancuso moved in, Logan Paul moved in, his brother Jake moved in, and then by the time we knew it, we had like the top 30 Vine influencers living in the same apartment building. The beauty of it is we realize it's not about competing, it's about coming together.
Wow.
And I think I still apply that to this day. Like, if anybody asks me to collab or do anything, I'm like, yeah, I'm down, I'll do it. Like, I have no ego with that.
I love that.
That's cool, yeah.
That's the best way to be, honestly.
A few months ago, I completely disassociated from people's validation. I was like, you know what? Fuck everyone. And at that point, I felt so free because I realized people's validation can actually cause you mental issues. And people have this perception, if you have things, you're happy, and that's not the case. And then I realized, at the end of the day, everyone is just faking it, and we're all just faking it. So there's no need to compete, there's no need to compare, because even those people you're competing and comparing with just don't have it.
Yeah.
All right, Chef Seth.
So all right, everybody, we got our second course, our main course. These are my infamous garlic seafood noodles. There's garlic 5 different ways in this. There's garlic confit, there's sauteed sliced garlic, there's granulated garlic, there's fried garlic.
This looks good. I gotta take a
so
picture.
good.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's crab,
Ooh, send that
langoustine tails.
Wait,
It's a little bit of everything.
You ready? All right, good.
Yeah, don't go visit your significant other. Don't go on a date after this.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be coming out of your pores, but it's well worth it.
I love garlic, so I'm
I'm
Go
so
for it.
excited.
I love
And
garlic, I love
seafood.
shrimp.
Danielle, I think we're on you, actually.
Oh,
With
okay.
your scroll.
She's like, 1 second.
So good, by the way. Has there ever been a time where a negative comment and or bullying impacted you, and how did you navigate it?
That's powerful. I be trending on Twitter all the time.
Oh my goodness, no, for
Get
real
vulnerable
though.
now.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Is this the moment where you
Yeah.
get
That's
vulnerable?
crazy, yeah.
Some days
No,
I
no,
wake
no,
up
no.
and people are just bullying me on Twitter.
No, I realize when you get to a certain level, people will look for anything to try and break you down.
That
You just
is
gotta
true.
understand where it comes from, and once you do that, it won't affect you. But even back in the Vine days, I would see when I was new to the fame and stuff, I would see a comment, it was negative, and they'll be like, there'll be 1,000 positive comments, but there's one negative
That
comment.
one, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm
Get
going,
under your skin. Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck some shit up today.
Yeah.
But like over time, I just realized like that person that's leaving that comment is doing it for A, attention, and B, they're not even right with themselves. Because if you think about it, someone who is right with themselves and in a good place, they're not leaving negative comments on anybody's pages.
That's true.
Certain days it'll affect me. I try not to look at it. I remember when I was 12 was when I saw the first hateful comment about myself and the way I looked. And so for me, I was in a paparazzi photo with one of my childhood friends, and we were like walking at the Grove or something. And I don't want to say what the comments were, but they were really messed up. And me being 12, not even knowing the concept of paparazzi photo, looking at Daily Mail, I believe, and looking at like the comments, I was like, you guys are talking about a 12-year-old child. And like, that to me, like that really like hurt. But as I got older, I dealt with it and I grew with it, and it made me so much more confident. But like, I can't say that every day I'm like not affected by comments. Like, some days are not my day, don't look at the comments.
Yeah.
And do you ever respond to
No,
comments?
because then I feel like it is like a trickle effect. The one second you
It gives
respond
them
to
power.
that,
And if you don't respond one
negativity.
day, then it's true whatever they're saying. So it's like,
It's just focus your energy on the positive.
Positive, yeah.
Like, the negativity will always be there. We live in such a time where people are so hurt that there's gonna be a lot of negativity. It's just inevitable. If you're gonna be on social media, if you're putting yourself out there, no matter what it is, there's gonna be something negative. If you're popping, the
They gonna come for
negativity
you.
is gonna come.
What the song say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily know that like any negative comments have ever affected me on social media. I think there's one thing for like a stranger, you know, to post something negative about you. What we don't talk enough about is hater-ass family and friends. That's
Wow, toast to that.
felt that in your soul.
He need a moment. Alan need a moment.
Cheers. To the
We
hater
don't-
family.
Some people hate on you because also it's just like, why them? Why do they deserve to have those things? Why do they deserve the success they have? Some people just genuinely come from a place of hating you for being great at what you do.
I got posted on one of the blog pages. I forgot what it was. There was a lot of positive comments, but there's like negative comment. I was like, okay, I was at a point where I didn't care about the negative comment. Why did I check the likes and I saw a friend of mine liking the negative comments? And it wasn't like, oh, I accidentally liked it. It was multiple hate comments being liked by this one friend.
Well, God will show you who people are.
Exactly.
Yep.
You'll
Hiding
find out
in those
one way
lights.
or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It was nuts.
I do want to say like one thing, piggybacking off you, like when you talked about when you were 12 years old, like you said it was like about your body and stuff like that. Like when I started social media, everyone would attack me about like my body too. So it's like, it's so easy to say like, oh, fuck it, if it's not family, whatever. When you're a kid, it's like, that is everything. It's like, oh my God, you're like developing your body. You're like looking for other people's approval. You're comparing yourself to social media, all of that. And it's like,
Well, how do we protect the kids? Do you
What
guys have
advice would
any
you give to
advice?
12-year-old
Yeah.
Jordyn, knowing everything that you know now?
Well, one, I had the most insane glow up ever. So
yes.
So,
You're like, let the
so number
paparazzi
one on the
shoot me
list is
out.
girl, it gets better.
girl, it gets better. 12 is not forever.
Paparazzi ain't gonna catch me slipping at the
Yeah,
Grove.
I mean, they still catch me slipping. That's the thing. Like, I'm human.
Exactly.
Life feels so big when you're so young. Everything feels so important. Everything's so emotional. Everything is like the end of the world, but everything becomes so much smaller and you become so much bigger in this world that that one moment doesn't define you.
LeBron.
All right, yes. Do you feel the pressure to censor your content and activism for fear of being canceled?
I feel like it goes back to being authentic in who you are. When I started social media, I just did it for comedy videos and comedy skits. That's who I was. You know, I'm not smart. Like, I don't know how to talk about all this stuff. I just know what I know. So I just keep it to the comedy and the skits.
Right.
And I always like to educate myself because I never want to speak on something that I don't know for, I don't know for sure, and I never want to hurt anyone or sound ignorant.
I like what you said about educating yourself.
Yes.
Because I feel like the best way to go about this, because we do have a platform, is just to become best version of ourselves with the best values and morals and education so that when it does come time to speak up, you can make positive change with what you say and what you can speak on. Yeah.
100%.
I think I'm more unhinged than all of you guys. I feel like the news cycle is just really, really, really heavy right now. And it's not that I don't care. It's not that any of us don't care. I just feel emotionally and mentally drained and also helpless. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, besides, you know, spreading as much of the information as I can, besides engaging in discourse with friends and family about it, a lot of times I just really and truly feel helpless. Like, I want to be engaged. I want to be a change agent, but
How?
how?
Exactly.
How?
That's
Because
the big
nobody else
question.
cares.
Right.
The first time when I got into social media, I was all about, oh my goodness, yes, this and this, we have to fight the power, we have to fight the power. But then I realized so many people don't really care. They see a trend, they jump on it, and everyone wants to talk about something they know nothing about.
Yeah, and that lasts for like a month maybe, and the next thing you know,
Yeah,
people
and
are
then
on to
they're
the
on
next
to the
thing, but then
next,
people
yeah.
are still having these problems, you know?
Yeah.
So I really think it's all about, like, you know, just doing what we can within what we feel moved to, like, you know, do.
What your purpose is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone has a purpose, you know?
What do we have here?
Okay, guys, last but not least, we got my peach cobbler bread pudding with vanilla bean ice cream and a whiskey glaze.
Okay.
I created
That's
this
insane.
because the #1 problem that I have with peach cobbler, I love it, but there's never enough crust.
That's facts.
Never, ever, ever enough crust. So combine one of my favorite desserts with another one of my favorite desserts. They made love and made this beautiful baby right here. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yum.
You
thank
already
you.
know.
Someone definitely told you I like peach cobbler, man. I believe that.
I've enjoyed
little
everything you
birdie.
have served.
Right?
So
Crazy.
We need to do this more often.
Right.
Yeah.
wow, this is delicious.
Okay, you guys. Why do you think there is a rise in society feeling lonely and isolated, and how does social media contribute to this phenomena?
I truly feel like because we're in an era of everyone posts everything. So it's like you don't feel the need to check up on people anymore to see what they have going on in their life. You can go watch their story to see what they have going on. So truly, people are having less communication with one another because they see their life being played out on their phones already as is. I think that's part of it.
But is it just like that over here? Or is it like that in other places like Florida?
No, it's everywhere.
It's
It is? It's like that too?
Even like my family members, you know, that are like older, like my aunts and uncles, like they're like, oh, we've been seeing everything you've like been doing. Like they feel like they know,
Yep.
they know
Wow.
everything. Or like I'll meet people here and I'm like, I don't know if we've actually met or we just follow each other on social media.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
My little cousin, I remember she was really sad because her friends were all hanging out and posting without her. And like they did it on purpose, like let's all get together and they're like posting stories
yeah,
and
kids are
Snapchat and
mean
stuff. So I
girls.
feel like that also contributes to where when we were growing up, we didn't have social media to look at all of our friends hanging out without us.
Or at least
It's
you just
like,
heard about it.
You heard about
Right.
it, but it wasn't
It
in
didn't
your
bother you, yeah.
face.
Yeah.
So you might be sitting at home sad one night and you see everyone out partying and then you're like, wow, I'm lonely.
Yeah.
Whereas like before, we weren't realizing
know.
what other people were doing.
You know,
Yeah.
social
Or
media
also-
produces the most FOMO for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also like you have all these like millions of fans on social media and then you're actually alone in your room and you're like, I'm really fucking lonely. Like, what is this, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very complicated industry in which everyone wants to be hand in hand with you when you have this cover and when you're on this page and you know, but the minute something happens, so many people distance themselves from you. You're like, oh my fuck, did I imagine all these relationships? Did I build all this in my head? So many people had screwed me over that I just had to be alone, you know?
Yeah.
What was that experience like, being alone?
It was amazing. It,
She said, honestly, I want to go back.
She's like, bye, guys.
She's like, I made to leave on social
I'm
media
out.
after this. Y'all can't
Dessert.
follow me.
She's done.
Yeah, a lot of people's relationships are fake. It just is what it is. A lot of people are like, oh, you should hang out with this person, or I should hang out with you so we could film a video so then I could get your numbers and your followers. And sometimes it's like a healthy collaboration when you both are having the same interest, but a lot of times people are just using other people
Yeah.
and it's not a genuine relationship or a genuine collaboration. And I'm a very genuine person. I feel like I grew up in LA, so I've seen a lot of things and experienced a lot of things myself. And for me, I really value genuine relationships, and most of them are just not that. But you gotta see things for what they are. You know, at the end of the day, just, I can look through things, I can meet someone within them saying hello, I can understand what they're about. At parties, living in LA, it's like, hi, what do you do? It's not like, hi, what's your
Or they won't
name?
even bat their eyes at you, and then it's like they know what you do and your followers, and they're like, oh my God, hey.
Yeah.
And you know, also my brother and I were talking about this thing where people have this weird thing where they want to humble you, and it's like, no, you're fun.
Sorry, I don't know.
That's weird. Yeah.
When people have literally said to me, well, I don't know who you are, so. I'm like,
you're lying.
I don't care if you know who I that doesn't mean we can't have a normal.
You're not validating
conversation.
Those are people in dark places. That's what they're doing.
They
Or
really
desperate. They
want to be
just-
in that position.
I'm like, I don't know nothing about what you do or what it is that you are, but
Or the little phone
hi.
you use.
But hi.
And you know,
You could have just said hi.
the most genuine, grounded, best people, the successful people are always like the nicest people. You know, they're never like the mean, clout chasing, bad
The
people.
ones
They're-
that are secure in their spot.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you're
yeah.
really secure with what you have no reason to be rude or catty to other people, you know?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so I want to finish this thing off with like something unique, like an art project. So I got these like rocks that we can paint on, and we can just paint like something that we cherish about social media and a message that we can like send towards others. So whatever that means to you. So Chef Seth, you can scroll it up. I'm gonna take a rock and I'm gonna pass down the platter.
Okay.
Be careful.
How do you navigate the balance between accepting lucrative offers from prominent brands and staying true to your core values when there's misalignment?
So I feel like I have like my brands that I have since the beginning. I've been like, I will not work with this. Things that I'm just like, it's a non-negotiable. Like I'm not doing no skinny tea or any of that.
That's valid. I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'm not gonna promote anything that I feel compromises my integrity, you know?
For me, like doing the brands is cool, but I'm more of like empowering people to build their own brand. Like start your own clothing line, start your own makeup line. And that's what I want people to do.
Honestly, I feel like the more authentic something is to you, the better the promo would be. Because like for me, when I get offered to promote something I don't like or don't believe in, I'm not gonna know what to post. It's not gonna be believable.
Yeah.
So what's one of the most left field brand deals you guys have ever been offered or that has come across your desk?
Mine was during the pandemic when crypto was going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those crypto companies reached out, and thank God I didn't do none.
Oh, I
A lot
actually
of the
did
NFTs.
one.
You did?
You just had to say, oh yeah, I put out crypto and it made me so much money. So much money.
No regrets?
You should have done it.
No.
Elsa's on her brand.
You about
She is
that
on her
money.
brand.
Yeah, she's about my money. Don't
Right.
fuck with it.
I
One thing about
love
Elsa,
it.
she don't play about her check, and I
No.
love that. She don't play about
Real
that check.
too.
All right, y'all. I think Elsa should go first. What's your say?
I love being rich.
I love being rich.
Mine says, be real and love wins.
All right, mine says stay positive.
Mine is authentically you. And that's if you love being rich or whatever it is.
And speaks to your character.
I'm not rich, so mine says authenticity over everything.
There you go. And that'll lead to the money.
Right.
That's real.
And then mine says, be your biggest fan.
That's the best.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. How was the food?
Amazing.
Amazing.
So
Let's
good.
all give Chef Seth a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Chef Seth.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
And thank y'all for joining Recipe for Change.
Yes.
Yeah!
We did it.
One final toast.
Guys, a pleasure meeting all of
Such
y'all.
a pleasure.